A very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Here now is Cam Little out to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. This one brought in by Jefferson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Ready? Viking 18.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
They'll look to throw again. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
If you want to act, what? You can keep yourself where you at.
2nd and 10.
Come on.
There's a quick throw caught out wide. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
But somebody got to do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody got to do it. Turn his TV off, turn his TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in his.
They'll put 5 receivers in the formation now. 3rd and 9.
Ready? Cowboy 80. Ready?
Back to throw again. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
Now the first carry here for the running back. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Henderson is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 3rd and 19, no problem as they're able to convert.
It's got to feel good to hit on one of these in the first quarter of a brand new season. They're hoping this duo can really make some noise this year. And this is a great start. A big play here early in the ball game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10, right at the 40. Looking to throw. Screenplay, here's ETN.
The key to any screenplay is all of the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball. But someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to it and hold it for just a short game.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw here. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Second down. Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with the throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Viking, 18. Eagle.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Incomplete. He was covered by Travis Hunter.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Viking, 18. Ready.
They'll set up to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Let's go now. Let's go.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Cougar 19.
Hands it off out of the gun. And here's another tackle made at the line. So they're converging well on the football now. Officially nothing on that one, no gain. So they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now, 10-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Jags with a football to begin the 2nd quarter as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hunter. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. In motion right is Thomas. 2nd and 2. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Certainly looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
And 2 yards to go.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop the throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some 7 yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
18 Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. Going up top. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Tackle there by Big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Marquise Bell. And the Vikings are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there. And 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
3rd down and
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Hey! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Bronco 80. Kill. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Back to throw here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take over at their own 41. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He'll get this out to Tootin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up the head of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen to Tootin. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So back at the midfield stripe now. They'll come up 2nd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14, a terrific play call. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Cade Otton, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point splits the uprights. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
You heard about Madden, the left controller, the level came and told you. Hop in and let the journey begin.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception on the last drive, which led to the tying touchdown. So 10-10 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Ready, break.
All tied up at 10. 2 minutes left in the first half. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. They'll go with a keeper. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now this time he'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't throw that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
10-yard loss on the play.
Well, the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Third and long.
Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again third and long now. Straight ahead, Etienne. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having two hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Dragon 60. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point run down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings moving away. Breaks through the contact. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down.
It's out, it's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
They'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more.
A gain of 3.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
So on 4th down, here's Logan Cook to punt for Jacksonville. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Looking to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
And good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Now 2nd and 3.
Back to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 6 yards.
It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And 8.
It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a chance 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them in the gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. You don't see that in time, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Hunter,
39 yards.
and the Jaguars are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Point after, right down the middle. And that will level the playing field at 17 all.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Here we go. Ready,
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Shot.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave it with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Let's go now.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38.
And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
64 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
Ready.
Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought he was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The penalty yards marched off as they'll try again on 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Offensively, not what they wanted there, but hey, you can kick the field goal here and take the lead.
Felt like a little bit of a statement stop, didn't it? You know, made a big play right there. Okay, guess what? Ball's in your court, guys. What are you going to do? Myself, I kick the field goal, get the 3, and take the lead.
Trap 60, trap 60. Come on, back up. Pump, step 18.
They're going to look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. From 4 yards out. And the Vikings take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Good throw there. And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Jacksonville.
They'll set up a throw.
There's a short one taken in by Otten.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Looking for a seam, but finding none. They get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up to throw.
Well, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. He'll look to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense. Blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are tied now early in this 4th quarter.
What a start to the season. This has been back and forth. All tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Here we go. Stop. Ready,
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And a pretty quick burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46. 78 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. no hurry before you run your second down play.
On the ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Tag.
Again, it's Henderson. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Trevion Henderson. Already his 2nd touchdown here this opening weekend. And the Vikings have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
The pass.
Now 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Got to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
It only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You called that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. That is Joshua Hines-Allen working his way in for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And the Jags, Charles, I think they're on the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
Panther 60, Panther.
Now they'll throw here. Out they go. And it is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Okay.
So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Jags are right back in this football game. Well, when you draft a guy that high defensively, you hope he can make some plays for you, and he does indeed get the interception there, Charles, in his first NFL ball game.
And to think that if there was any flaw to his game coming out of college, the way that we looked at tape and judged it, it was his pass coverage, defending the pass. But that's just a great instinct right there to sniff that one out, be in the right position, and come away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And marking down all the way inside the Minnesota 10.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Bashal Tootin, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Extra point forthcoming. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. What a start to the season. This has been back and forth, all tied fourth quarter as the kick is away here. Oh, nice move. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. They'll come up first and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on second down.
Warrior 70. Ready. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. Ready.
He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
27 yards.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now.
19, 18. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 19 Lion. Go.
They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A 9-yard loss. It's now second and 19 at the 42-yard line.
19 tight. 19 tight. 65 catch.
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's third down now. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Intended for Justin Jefferson.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
This is first and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Inside a minute to go. Here's second and 10 now.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And this one caught by Hunter over the middle.
The sound reverberating here in the dome. This is third down.
And it brings up third down.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
Well, this crowd into it now. Third and 2.
Here we go. Viking 18.
And he can't get it through. He's taken down. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Here's Logan Cook now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And that'll hit and go out of bounds, so they'll start just outside their own 40-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here's first and 10. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
So this offense still has the one timeout here, remember. First and 10. To the air with McCarthy.
And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's second down.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Cup 19. Cup 19.
They'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection.
Well, going to be tough to get 2 plays out of this. This could very well be it.
First down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here. But they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
They don't care. He's a man of the people.
Here's first down.
Let's go. 19, go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Minnesota, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.